A stab in the hand. When we lived on that little farm northwest of Maroa, we had a small hayfield somewhere on the farm most every year. We had to have hay to feed the cows and calves during the winter, and also a little hay was needed for the horses. Hay is what we call clover or alfalfa, which is cut with a mower, dried in the field, hopefully on bright sunny days, and then stored away for later use. Timothy hay or other grasses were okay for the horses to use as their hay. We would cut the hay with the horse-drawn mower and allow the sun to dry the cut foliage. Then we would rake it into rows with a dump rake. The picture below shows me sitting on a dump rake, which was hitched to a team of mules. I do not remember whose mules we had borrowed for that job. Later, we used side delivery rakes, which were much faster. Some of our neighbors were beginning to use hay balers, and we sometimes hired that done too. Old Bill and Dolly, our horses, were hitched to the wagon, which had the hay rack on the running gears. We would have the horses pull the wagon alongside the rows of piled up hay, and then we would throw the hay on the hay rack with pitchforks. After the wagon was loaded as full as we could get it, we would throw the pitchforks onto the hay and then get on the wagon and go to the barn to unload that hay. We had a rule that no one got on the wagon until after all pitchforks had been thrown into the hay on the wagon. Well, one day, a long, long time ago when I was a little boy, possibly age 8, I broke that rule. I climbed on the wagon and was sitting on top when someone threw a pitchfork into the hay. One of the tines hit my hand between the middle and ring fingers, making a significant puncture wound. To make matters worse, it was actually a manure fork, which was used as a hay fork. This posed a problem because of potential contamination with the filth of that manure. My mother cleansed the hand, took me to the doctor who stuck a sterilizing stick into the wound. Ouch! Gave me a tetanus shot and dressed the wound. That was before the days of antibiotics. Fortunately, the wound healed well and no infection developed, but we did learn that rule of throwing the pitchforks on the wagon before anyone climbed aboard was a very important rule to be followed.